Is street art changing the way we think about art? I'm here to say yes. So this is part 2 of my series of talks on street art and how it has changed the way we think about art. So street art is quite simply art put in the street, but it's also the child of the pop art movement. It's also the way in which, when the pop artists in 1956 in Britain said the long front of culture means that art is now more democratic, and it's not only in art galleries but it's products. It's the way in which an image can change its meaning and its context, whether it's on a crisp packet or whether it's on a Chupa Chups, what do we call them? Lollipops. So that street art is the 21st century. It's what we're doing now. It's contemporary. It's fresh. It's taken the artist out of the art gallery. It's taken art out of art galleries and onto the streets. There are some amazing pieces, absolutely amazing pieces of street art. There's some bad pieces as well, but there's the same as that within any art gallery or art collection or around someone's house. The way in which street art has got the public imagination, that people are excited about it and follow it in the same way as they're excited about rock and roll and all those sort of things. I'm a massive fan of both rock and roll and street art and Banksy and the other street artists, and so I got off my bum, got a paintbrush and started painting. And you can do the same, or you can just appreciate it. It can be part of your world. Let me give you an example of pop art and art today, because we're talking about what we think about art. And my example is the Haywain, really famous British painting by a guy called Constable, a painter called Constable. When he painted it, the Royal Academy in Britain didn't like it, but the French liked it and they gave him an award, but he didn't really like the French, so he sold the painting because it could have been in the Louvre. And then eventually it was donated to a public art gallery, and people in Britain, the normal people of Britain, could just go and see it. And there were speeches in the Houses of Parliament. It was in the Times. Oh, this is a great British painting, and it's been used as propaganda. It's also been used as an advert for butter. And the point is, it's not just a painting. It's a mug, it's a t-shirt, it's a tote bag, it's a dishcloth, it's a pair of socks, it's a key ring, it's all these things. It's a cultural phenomena. And that's what I'm saying street art is. It's become a cultural phenomena by getting out of the galleries, becoming non-conformist, taking the artist to where the people are, not sort of hoity-toity standing above somebody and saying, well, of course, ballet is really good for you. Well, it probably is. But street art is in the street. It's where people are. I think that's important. I think that says it's 21st century. It's now. It's we don't know what's going to happen to the wall in the future, do we? The wall that we paint on, we don't know even if it's going to be there. We don't know what's going to happen, but we know now it's been painted and we can go and see it, we can photograph it, we can put it on social media. Isn't that an amazing thing about YouTube? I record this head to camera and you look at it in the now, in the moment, and you think about, well, what's that? And I'm saying that all that is the phenomena I'm calling street art. All that immediacy, all that nowness, all that art coming out to where people are, not standing in an ivory tower saying, we're better than everyone else. And I think that makes it better than everybody else, doesn't it? That whole idea of now, of doing it now, of being contemporary. So street art has changed the way we look at art. It's now not legacy art, it's now art. Get it? So keep making art, and I will keep talking about art, and we'll get it together. So subscribe and like and do all those other things, but mostly just watch and think. Watch and think.